Hey, 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 this is Artie Astor from B Sharp and C. I have to do the song "Your Lost Little Girl." It's by The Doors, written and released in 1967. Super interesting time in rock history. Led Zeppelin came out in 1969. Okay, The Doors 1967. So stop and analyze that for a second there. Led Zeppelin came out in 1969. The Doors in 1967. Now, I'll be guessing. I believe the Beatles was 63, 64, and the Rolling Stones was 65. You had the Kinks, 65, Pink Floyd, 67, 68. And then you had like the Who, 66, like all in that time frame. So, right in the middle of the British invasion comes the Doors. And let's just do this song. This is a song called "Your Lost Little Girl." I'll do it, and then we'll talk about why I think this song is just so fantastic.
You're lost, little girl. You're lost, little girl. You're lost. Tell me, who are you? You're lost. Tell me, who are you? You're lost, tell me, who are you? Think that you know what to do. Impossible, yes, but it's true. I think that you know what to do. Yeah, sure that you know what to do. Think that you know what to do. Impossible, yes, but it's true. I think that you know what to do. Yeah, sure that you know what to
So you have this. You lost little girl. You lost little girl. You're lost. Tell me, who are you? Impossible, yes, but it's true. And I actually forget the rest. When I try to figure out a song, it becomes difficult after like 10 chords for me to remember where it's going. Um, but why do I think that that song is so great? Why do I think that this is so great? It's so simple. Well, because you have a song going back and forth from the root to the sixth. Now, of course, my keyboard sound is making it sound almost like you're playing the game, Metroid or something from, what was it? From Sega? Was Metroid Sega from back in the mid 90s, right? Um, but you're lost, little girl. and it just goes back and forth. But what's so great about it is that after one line is sung, it goes back and does it again. So it's almost like 8 bars. So it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 4 bars. But then again, it repeats it. And then you lost, tell me who are you? And then a D major to G minor, something like that. Oh, why do I like this song so much? Why do I find that this is so good? Well, you can't look at the chord changes only. There are a million songs with this chord progression. So why am I looking at it saying that this is great? It's because of all that happens within it. Now, you have to erase the fact that you have really experimental producing and engineering going on here. And I say that because Paul Rothchild, who was the producer of, I think, the first like 4 to 6 albums, I don't remember, but like the Doors released a lot of albums in the beginning. They did a lot of songwriting. I believe Paul Rothchild did like the first 4 to 6 albums of the Doors, and he got super experimental. And what's weird is that no one followed him. You know how sometimes people do things experimental in music and then like the music world follows them? Paul Rothchild would put the bass and the organ 100% on the left ear, and then the drums. No, the drums and the vocals were up the middle on most tracks, but then the guitar 100% on one, and it was unnerving, you know. And that's what you get here. You listen to the bass. 100%, and then you hear the guitar come in, which is actually double tracked. You have it here and you have it here, right? So you have it in a couple spots. Drums up the middle and vocals up the middle.
Girl, you're lost, little girl. You're lost, tell me who are you? Think that you know what to do. Impossible, yes, but it's true. I think that you know what to do. Yeah, sure that you know what to do. You're lost.
Okay, and then it goes back to the verses. So what do we have here that makes this song stand out, that makes us say, wow, this song is awesome? Well, you have verses that are short, right? Nice introduction. Chord changes from the verses.
You're lost, little girl.
These are chord changes from the verses, right?
You're lost,
But it's just,
little girl.
he repeats the verse twice. Same lyric.
You're
Then,
lost,
ready?
Tell me who are you?
So essentially what we have here is some weird pre-chorus that kind of goes into a chorus that feels the same way. So it kind of goes into like D major type of thing for the chorus. The song is in E minor. But you have this pre-chorus that kind of, and you'll see that coming up because the choruses do that chord progression right there, D major to G minor. The song takes on a major feel. it takes on a major feel. Both the pre-chorus and the chorus take on a major feel. But the thing about the chorus is that you kind of have a double chorus. So let's listen to the verses again.
You're lost, little girl. You're lost, little girl.
Same lyric. Not much, which is weird. That's usually the chorus that does that.
You're lost.
Ready?
Tell me who
Kind of a pre-chorus.
are you? Think that you know what to do. Impossible, yes, but it's true. I think that you know what to do. Yeah, sure that you know what to do. You're lost.
So let's just analyze that. So he starts singing at 17 seconds.
Little girl, you're lost, little girl. You're lost. Tell me who are you? Think that you know.
So from 17 seconds to 34 seconds, so a 17-second segment, he's singing the verses, which repeat. It's the same lyrics.
What to do. Impossible, yes, but it's true. I think
Repeats,
that you know
but differently.
what to do. Yeah, sure that you know what to do. You're lost.
All right, so now we're at 1 minute and 17 seconds. So at 17 seconds, he starts singing. He sings the verses. The verses repeat the same lyrics, okay? And they go for 17 seconds, so it goes to 34 seconds. And then from 34 seconds to 1 minute and 17 seconds, you have essentially a pre-chorus and a double chorus type of thing that are in a major key. The verses are in a minor key. You're lost, little girl. That's all minor work. And then the pre-chorus and then the chorus with kind of like a double chorus or like a post-chorus, however you want to look at it. There's a lot of ways to do it. All of that, whatever the case is, that's the longest portion of the song, and it's in a major key. And then it just goes back.
Lost, little girl. You're lost, little girl.
Is he saying anything different? Are the lyrics different?
You're lost. Tell me who are you?
Interesting. He goes right from the verses to the pre-chorus, which is a weird pre-chorus. It's kind of like the end of the verses, but it changes right there. But now you have a guitar solo. Now you have a guitar solo before you get to any type of chorus in between the pre-chorus and the chorus. There's a B minor in there somewhere. I think that you know what you do. Impossible, yes, but it's true. I think that you know what to do, girl. Sure that you know what to do. It's funny how I'm singing it with a British accent, but I know Jim Morrison wasn't British. But yeah, so it's kind of, let's finish.
Lost little girl.
Back to the verses. Different effects on the organ.
Lost little girl. You're lost.
All right, so let's break it down. Verse, same lyrics. Pre-chorus, same lyrics. Chorus, same lyrics. Verse, same lyrics. Pre-chorus, guitar solo, chorus. And then after that, verses. And then the song ends on the verses. Let me repeat that. The song ends on the verses, repeating themselves and fading out. Not the chorus, not the bridge, not the pre-chorus, the verses. One of the reasons why I had to do the Doors for this video is because this song shows what they did. They had weird songwriting. Their songs were structured weirdly. But the chord changes were never really complex. They were always simple. And here you have verses, same lyrics, never changed. Pre-chorus, same thing. Chorus, same thing. And then they just repeated the same lyrics. Verses, pre-chorus, chorus. Of course, in between the pre-chorus and the chorus, on the second time around, you had a guitar solo. And then the song kind of just trailed off to the verses. You analyze this, and then you realize how different it is. You don't always realize it when you're listening to it on the radio. You can listen to it on the radio and be like, oh yeah, no, I've heard this song, this is good. But you don't realize that it's kind of backwards. The song is kind of backwards. If you did it in reverse, and I'm not talking about backwards speech like some weird, like, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the structure of the song backwards would actually work. If you took the chorus and made that the verses, took the pre-chorus and kept that as the pre-chorus, and then took the verses and made that as the chorus, it would almost make more sense because that is what the song kind of ends on anyways, you know? But I mean, is it that different? There were plenty of songs that start off Layla, right? Layla starts off on the chorus. And then you get into the verses and there's a key change. I think it goes into like, I forget if it's D flat major. Layla's a very interesting, Layla's another song. It's not a common song. I had to do this song by The Doors. I just think The Doors was so underrated. I know that at one point they went into a phase when they were doing like 9-minute organ solos and stuff like that. I actually liked all that stuff. I think that it kind of added to the a lot of that psychedelic progressive movement that was happening back then. But anyways, I just thought that I would mention this song here, do a B sharp and C episode about this song because I think it's structured very differently. The lyrics repeat throughout the song, and the song is structured differently, but very subtly. Very subtly. Now, I know that I tried to figure out the song as the song went along, and there were times I hit a chord and I didn't hit the right chord. That's what happens on the fly when you're trying to figure crap out and you get it wrong. But I think I actually had the song pretty much figured out. But anyways, I just figured I'd do an episode about the song because it's just such a good song. And it reminds me of someone I grew up with. who sadly lost her life at 17. When I first heard this song, I said to her, this is about you, because I think that you're lost. I think that you don't have direction, and she agreed. As sadly, her life was taken by someone back in 1996. I actually wrote a song about it. But, anyways, this song here is just, I think, one of the Doors' lost gems. Tell me what you think in the comment section below. If you agree with me, if you think this song is a lost gem, or if you think it's just nothing. What is Artie even talking about? Why are you mentioning this song? This isn't anything great. At any rate, this is Artie Astor from B Sharp and C saying until next time. Take it easy, you rotten, filthy son of a...